I'm sure that there are people that are wealthy that are all right. I'm not sitting here saying everybody that's rich is not a good person. But I will tell you one more personal anecdote today. You guys know I'm in the service industry. I bartend. I'm bartending the other day, and this person comes in that was incredibly rude. The definition of a douchebag. Like, they talk shit to me. They insulted my intelligence multiple times, and did so. And every time I would, because I'm not a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get macho for a second here if that makes people uncomfortable. I'm not a bitch, bro. Once it stepped over the line where this dude was like trying to say like, did you even do this? Did you even? Then I'm like, what are we doing here? Then every time I checked him, then it was, oh, just kidding, man. Just kidding. And okay, cool. He was with his buddies, so whatever. Let it go. Was one of the worst shifts I ever had dealing with this fucker. And this person comes back a week or two later with their kids. Such an awkward experience. Still annoying as shit. Wanting special treatment, wanting all these extra things done that normally we can't do. Whatever. Put up with it. Comes in a third time, again within the same stretch. And this man comes in, gets like almost $100 worth of food. Remember, service industry, I get paid off people's tips. This man tells me that, his daughters have his credit card, and they're out shopping with his credit card right now, and they'll be back. They're going to meet him there, and he'll pay then. So I wait. My shift is over. We're closed. I'm still sitting in here with this dude because I'm waiting for this money to come. It's about 15, 20 minutes after we close. He goes, okay, they're outside right now. Let me grab the card. I'll be right back in. Goes outside. 15 minutes go by. Dude's not there. Another 10 minutes go by. Dude's not there. So it's now like 35 minutes-ish or 25, 30 minutes since, he walked outside. So I call him, and I found his number, called him. Denies my call right away. End up looking up because I had caller ID this person, and this piece of shit who couldn't tip me the $15 or $20 or whatever it would have been to tip 20% on this bill, who was absolutely atrocious to deal with the other two times that I had to deal with this person, found out that they are a disgraced Milwaukee lawyer. Famously disgraced piece of shit, hasn't paid taxes in who knows how fucking long, has been avoiding it while simultaneously paying for their kids to go to a private all-girls school, give them the credit card so they can go out on shopping sprees, spending hundreds of dollars at my bar. And apparently in the articles that I read, and you guys can look up Milwaukee lawyer, owes $4.2 million in back taxes or not paying taxes. You'll find his name. I'm not going to put his name up because I don't need to do all that. He's a bitch, and you'll see his stupid face. But it's like, this is a rich person. This is someone who can afford to give me my $10, $15 and not doing it. This is somebody who's making so much money. And I'm not I can't count this guy's pockets. I don't know how much he's making a year, but I know he's making enough to not pay $4.2 million in taxes. It's different. You make a mistake and you pay not as much as you were supposed to, and then the IRS comes in and they're like, hey, so-and-so, whoever you had do your shit, they did it wrong, they made a mistake, you owe us this money, and then pay this money. No, this motherfucker has been dodging it, has been doing shady shit, renting boats, buying boats, going on crazy vacations. It's in these articles, man. And it's like, and this person was just sat across from me, just disrespected the fuck out of me for 3 times. And maybe, that's a stupid personal anecdote, but it just goes to show you that these people do not care about you. They don't care about you. And just because somebody is rich does not make them smart. We got to stop that. Just because somebody is rich does not make them better than you. We all know somebody whose parents had a beautiful house that we went to high school with that is just dumber than a fucking box of rocks. And some of them are sweet. Some of them are good people, man. Don't get me wrong. Some of these people are good. But you cannot keep equating money with competency or money with intelligence or money with skill. That's just not how it works. Yeah, this big Milwaukee lawyer scumbag owes like $4 million in taxes. Going to jail. Found out he's going to jail. So hopefully he goes away for a while. Sad for his kids. That's the other thing too. It's like I saw people saying about the CEO that got, murked. Like, oh, he's got children, he's got a wife, whatever. The wife I feel less sympathetic for, but the kids I definitely, that sucks, man. Like, you don't pick who your parents are. Your dad turns out to be a piece of shit that the biggest achievement in his life is, robbing the American public of quality health care. You didn't pick that. So you can't put anything on them. So that is sad, and they don't have a dad now, so that sucks. But yeah, dude, rich people suck, bro. Rich people suck. Good rich people will hear that and not care. It's interesting when you criticize the ultra wealthy sometimes, or you're like, hey, these people should be paying more in taxes, which I did just listen to Jon Stewart and Bernie Sanders talk about this the other day, or it was this morning I was listening to it. John explained that, like, maybe we can do a better job on the messaging side from people that are asking them to pay more taxes to, like, explain what that's going to go to specifically, so then more people will get on board with it, which I totally agree with. But that's sort of an aside. Whenever you try to explain that these people should be paying more into taxes, there is this group of people that have never had money, will never have money, who will sit there and defend it and be like, oh, but they're so smart. That's how they got there. They're so smart that they don't have to pay taxes. They're doing it the right way. It's like, dude, if you're some small business, making less than even $100,000 a year for your business, like, and you at the end of the year see that, okay, you're going to be up $20K in profit, and you decide that you want to invest that into $20,000 worth of improvements for your storefront or for your workers or for whatever to break even, so then you're not having to pay like additional tax. That's fine. Because you're still paying taxes on everything throughout the year, every purchase, every whatever, like whatever, bro. And you can only do that for so long before the government steps in anyways. And most small businesses don't have the lawyers to then, fight that and prolong that even more. But it's like these huge corporations are not paying taxes. By them not paying taxes, your roads are worse. Your schools are worse. Your parks are worse. Everything is worse. And we get tricked where it's like, dude, I see how much money comes out of my paycheck, and I think these people think, oh, if I could not have that, like my life would be better. So he must just be so smart that he hasn't had to pay any taxes. He figured it out, man. Like they all think that they're gonna be rich tomorrow, so they're like, I don't want you to do any rules for them. It's like, no, I am this podcast. I know it's bad, right? I know we don't, numbers wise, I don't do much, but this podcast is going to make me money someday, make me a lot of money someday. And I am happy to pay more in taxes. If I was making, this is the thing that's crazy. When you look at like Elon Musk and you look at these other people that are making billions of dollars, they just made even more by the guy who just got elected, being elected in the office, the top 1% or 0.1% made like, I think an extra $500 billion or something. Like all of their net worths went up that much, which is, again, it's like 3 people that own that much wealth. When you're talking about these guys, let's just do some quick math for 1 second, and then we'll try to get to something funny. I swear. We're gonna flip this over. I know it's gonna be smaller, but let's take a look. Let's do 500 billion. There's 50,000, 500,000, 5 million. Oh, I added a 2. Whatever. We'll keep going. 50 million, 500 million, 5 billion, 50 billion, 500 million. Okay? Let's pretend that you paid even, let's do 90%. Oh, shit. I clicked that wrong. God damn it. I'm going to just bring it back real quick. 500 billion times 0.9 would be 450 billion. You still have $50 billion if you paid 90% of your money into taxes. Do you know what $450 billion could do? That is world-changing shit. That is just being hoarded. And I made a joke on my TikTok and this isn't even a new joke. This is something that I've heard talked about before, where it's like if you lived on an island, a deserted island, it was me and 9 other people. There's 10 people on the island, and one dude, there's only 10 coconuts on this island, and one dude has 9 coconuts, and he's leaving the other 9 people to split and share one coconut. At a certain point, I'm taking my coconut, putting up his ass, and beating that dude down. Like, this is not a system that works. It is not a system that's helping people, and we have to do things about it. I'm sorry. When they say that meme of like, what radicalized you? I don't know. It's been a slope for me. All right. It's just been worse and worse. I'm getting more and more involved and more passionate about these things because I just want to see things get better, and I can't handle how bad it's getting. I'm sorry. I'm ranting. Thanks for watching that last video. Click right over here to see that episode in its entirety. Click over here if you want to subscribe and see more videos and other cool shit that we put out on this channel. Do it.